So today we're gonna be beating John's face. He literally knows nothing about makeup, so we're gonna beat that face for the first time, and he's gonna be talking about his coming out story. So stay tuned.
Hey guys, we're gonna go off to the drugstore to buy foundation and concealer. I've never shopped for like makeup before, so this should be interesting. So come on, let's go. Is this my shade?
Maybe.
All this talk about makeup made us hungry.
People are sleeping on this
We
place.
made a pit stop.
People are sleeping on this place. Like,
I've never shopped for makeup before, so this is a little weird, but it was interesting. There's so much, like it's crazy. Anyway, so we got a concealer, I believe, foundation, some what's this called? A baking?
Setting powder.
Setting powder, and then a brush to set everything. I have a feeling I'm probably gonna be using the concealer a lot more than anything.
so this is just primer.
Prime the face.
I'm gonna prime the face.
Gotcha.
So tell them what we're talking about today.
It's not a coming out video because I'm already out. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, he's single boy. He ain't ready to
Before I was ready to come out. I used to watch these coming out videos. I don't know if you did, but
Oh my god, did you like cry?
it helped me a lot actually. So I kind of want to tell my story. It's nothing crazy or too
Mine is. Stay tuned for that.
Ain't no big tea gonna be spilled, but I always had a feeling, but I never like really knew. Like I knew I wasn't like everyone else. Like a little nerd at school, but naturally had more girls that were friends than guys. You know, people always told me that they always question the fact that I was gay, and I didn't. I was like, am I? Like I don't know. Like nah. I remember like I had a girlfriend like sophomore year, and that lasted for like 2 minutes. Honestly, like it was just like not happening. So that didn't happen, obviously. So I mean, we did it for like a month, and I think we kissed once or twice, and that was about it.
Once or twice.
But I really didn't start, acting on anything until like I got to college. That's when I started like experimenting and kind of seeing what I liked, and it's like okay. Then I had to come to the realization myself before I was ready to tell someone else.
Yeah.
And that took a process, and I didn't want it to be just because someone else told me that I was. Like I wanted,
to be sure.
To be sure. So that took some time, but then, yeah, I was like, damn. My younger sister always knew, and low key, my mom always knew.
What?
So when I was younger, she never told me the story. My sister told me. Sorry, mom, but she told her not to tell me. When I was younger, this was back in the '90s, obviously. Like being gay, it's like. It's a lot better now, but like back then it was still like, oh my god, and my mom's Spanish, you know how Spanish people are with that shit. When I was younger, I used to play with like dolls. I didn't play with like the boy toys. She took me to go see a psychologist. They're like, no, he's like fine, but she was like,
You played with dolls?
Yeah,
I didn't. I played with animals, which is like weird because most people play with like cars.
Okay. Going back to what I was saying. So but college was like, I was like experimenting, like that's when I found out what like Grindr was, and
I found out when I was 17,
and like Tinder was a thing too, and that's when I started like experimenting and talking to guys, and yeah, and I think it was my junior year. I was like 21. I met this guy in Canada actually. Kevin, if you're watching this, what's up?
Okay,
and
Kevin.
we started like talking, and I went to visit him a couple times, and it actually he was actually one of the reasons. Like, it's crazy to say that it was over a guy, but like, yeah, I really liked this one guy, and I was like, shit, like I really like this guy, and I felt that way before back in college about this kid, but we're not gonna go there. That's
too deep.
That's too
That's
much.
too real.
Too real. He was the first guy. He was the guy I lost my virginity to, and I thought I was gonna go somewhere, but
Hi, mom.
he wasn't ready. It didn't
How
go
old were you?
anywhere. I was 17, and that lasted for like 2 years, and yeah. So then I went back home, and that's when I started using like the apps or whatever. And I had Kevin, and I was like, fuck, I really like this guy. I went to visit him a couple times, and then
Where does he live?
He lives in Canada, in Toronto.
And you met him on the app?
Yeah, I met him on Tinder, which is like how I meet most people now. Like,
Same, like the actual like cool ones. The ones that aren't freaks.
I don't know. Can you imagine like when you're like our parents' age, how they just like
No, I can't
You know,
imagine.
like-
My parents met at a fair.
Can you like
Who meets people at a fair? Like a pedophile? Like, I'm like, you guys are fucking gross.
Like I feel like it was harder back then. Like now, I just get on an app and we match, start.
I feel like it's so sad because I feel like it makes it like harder, like to make like real connections. Like,
yeah.
I want to meet someone at a fucking fair or like
just like
at a Walmart. Like, but that's not gonna happen for me, baby.
Going back to saying my sister always knew, question it, and they talked amongst it themselves. And this was like I didn't tell anyone, but they like went on my little brothers.
Okay, that's too much. That's trifling.
Yeah, I was like, you bitches, you should have just like confronted me about it. But like they saw and like they knew. So, but at this point, my sisters and my mom would always ask, and I would always like deny it and like kind of like change the conversation, just like, oh, I'm not ready to talk to that. And I had a stepdad at this point too, so it was like, I don't know, I was just like, he wasn't my father, but it was weird having to come out to him.
What was he like? He was like weirded out?
He wasn't weirded out, like I told him, and it was actually pretty chill. Like I got super lucky, like, but like they were like really open, loving, and accepting.
And it wasn't
like,
awkward?
It was fucking, it was so awkward.
Oh my god, it's the most awkward thing ever.
So
like,
awkward.
I literally would have diarrhea every time I saw my parents afterwards. I'd be like,
and the thing is, like, my mom would tell and my sister has like biggest mouth, no offense, but you know you do, Michelle. I love it. She tells me everything. So like when my mom would like tell her like, oh, like maybe it's just like a phase, and it's just like, no, mom, like,
no, it is what it is.
Like,
oh
I'm
my
sorry, like, took her a while to like get used to it, you know? I think she's a lot more comfortable with it now. Like she'll ask me like about my dating. Like again, I was super lucky, and you know, it just kind of happened, and literally like that day I just felt, I was so happy. Like it was like the biggest like
weight
just,
off your shoulder.
Literally, like it was just like, like
you're like, fuck, that was
done
that. You're like, I should have done that like forever ago.
Exactly, but I think that mostly that's because I had like such a good, you know, like everyone was so accepting and like super caring. I can imagine like just being thrown out or like, you know, like.
Me neither, and I thought I was going to be. I literally got all my money out in cash. I was like, oh, my story's crazy, okay? My story's fucking crazy. I just left them a note and said bye.
It feels like I'm getting a facial right now.
It looks like you're ready for like a play or something. Like you look so on that it's like, ooh, she's on. Here, okay, close it a little bit. Oh, perfect. Okay. Oh my god, Ashley's so pretty. Here you go.
Hello. Wow, I did not expect it. Damn. I do like that. It goes with my outfit pretty well.
It goes fucking bomb.
What do you think? 10 out of 10. I think I look amazing. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy, and stay tuned for the next video. And thank you to Frankie. I'm gonna tag his Insta below.